Hello, all. Thank you for joining us again on the Almost Brothers podcast. Hey, will you do us a favor? If this podcast has meant something to you and encouraged you, will you consider becoming a monthly supporter? You could do $3, $5, $8, or $10 a month. What this does is this helps financially support the podcast so that we can continue to put out content and help better serve you. So if you would, down in the show notes, you can click the link, support, and become a monthly member. We love you. New episode coming your way.
Are you just going to stare at me?
No,
until
I was,
laugh?
I was just going to see how's your day? How's it going?
It's fine.
It's a good day, man.
It was
Had a good men's meeting.
Oh gosh, it was
awesome.
Yeah, my boys
Very
showed
good.
up, so it was really good.
Absolutely, man. Today's episode is going to be fun, though.
It will.
I think it might get heated.
Because you turn everything into an argument.
I think it. No, I don't. Let's discuss. That is not true. No, I don't turn everything into an argument.
Okay.
Let's argue about it now. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to it. Brand new episode
Brand spanking new.
of the brand spanking new
Yeah. never
episode of
understood
the
that.
Almost Brothers podcast. I don't either. What's the difference between like brand new and brand spanking new?
I don't know. I didn't come up with it.
Right.
I had
Yeah.
to look it up. I had to Google
That's
it.
about like me and Jamie had a discussion, not an argument, about like JCPenney and how there's always a sale.
Oh yeah. Quote
If there's
unquote
always
sale.
a sale, it's not a sale.
Right.
It's just normal everyday prices.
50 to 70% off.
Right. And it's like they have the big sale sign and they just put up whatever week it is
Yeah.
in front of it. It's like, no, it's not a sale. Yeah, they're having a sale. No, they're not. It's their normal prices. They just put up.
I used to work at a very large furniture store in this area. I'm not going to say the name, but it rhymes with Jeffner. So I used to work up there in management. And when they did sales, they would do the sales off of the MSRP, which is a price we never
Right.
used.
That's just the recommended price.
Right.
Yeah.
Never used that price except for when it was time for a sale. And then it was like 40% off suggested retail price.
Right. And yeah.
Which is like $20 less than we normally
Right.
sell it
Exactly.
for.
Yeah. So you hike the price back up to where it barely goes down under what you would sell it for.
I'm glad I didn't say the name.
Because that's a good thing.
I don't want people guessing. And
Yeah, we don't want any Hefner fans to get mad at if you were to say the name.
Because Jeffner's not
No,
the same thing.
It's not.
It's not the same thing.
No. So that's a good thing. That was a close call.
Hey,
That was a close call.
that's me looking out for this podcast.
We're still going to be in syndicate starting next week
On the radio.
Channel 12. Oh, that is hilarious. Yeah. But and it's like, and they get people.
Oh yeah,
It's on sale. No.
it works.
Yeah, it's a good. I mean,
Yeah,
JC Penny person is
it
is
fools certain women whose name rhymes with Benifer. Ben Johnny.
on. Johnny. That's so. She's gonna be so mad.
That's all right.
That's
She
okay.
doesn't
She
listen
lost her
anymore
voice, so
anyway.
she can't yell at us.
That's right. She is home with walking pneumonia.
Yep.
Leave a comment if you know what that
Right.
means.
Never heard of it.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
It's
either.
a thing. It's a real thing.
Clearly, she's been diagnosed with it. So,
Diagnosed.
well, we're lifting you up,
Amen.
Jen Bunny. Oh, I just said it. Oh no, now she's gonna know we
Now
were
it's
talking about her.
out there.
Oh, what a loser. So anyway, today's episode is going to be kind of a laid back one. We're going to talk about some movies.
Our favorite subject.
Absolutely, definitely one of the top
Yeah,
subjects
we love some movies.
is a good movie.
Yeah, we've been movie buffs pretty much all of our lives.
Yes, half
something
of
we
the
have in
life
common.
by default, the other half by choice. I mean, I kind of
You were portly.
I was lack of friends.
Yeah, I had the same problem, but mine was by choice. I didn't. There wasn't a lot of people that I gelled with in high school, but that's another episode.
So I remember, which you do too, because you're the older of the two. I remember when DVDs became a thing.
Yeah, yeah.
And I remember the first DVD I ever bought. Do you remember the first one you ever bought?
Absolutely not.
No?
No.
Really?
No.
What a loser! Imagine.
Why do I gotta be a loser?
The first DVD I ever spent my money on. Wait for it. Bring It On.
Oh yeah. Consider it brought in.
It's brought. Oh, why? I mean, I don't know.
That's a good movie,
but it's a classic, man.
Like
that really is.
My daughters, because I'm older than you are.
Yes.
So my adult daughters, when that came out, they were huge into Bring It On.
It is like a self-aware movie that knows it's silly, goofy nonsense, and they just lean all the way into that, and I can respect that.
Amen with that.
So and I was not a Clover fan.
Is that right?
Yes, I was
the Toros.
Yes, I was a Toros fan. Yes, they made them look like the bad guys because they stole their cheers. But I'll say, hey, there was no dibs on the cheers.
Cheer trademark association.
Yeah, so sorry. Guess what? We're just gonna borrow your cheers, and they did it better than.
Did you ever see a movie called Stick It?
Yes. So there is an actress in that movie that looks identical to Jamie.
Is that right?
Yes. And I say it every time she's in a movie, and it looks just like her, and she wants to deny it, but I promise you it does.
Which one is it?
I'm going to pull it up.
Okay.
I'm going to pull it up because, it, especially in high school, like they look identical to each other.
Yeah.
I'm like,
that was an underrated movie. It was a really good movie.
Yep.
Again, kind of a...
Oh, gosh, what was it? Oh, Stick It. Yeah.
Teeny bopper kind
of
movie, but...
Yeah, and she was in a couple movies. And I'm like, babe, like that looks just like you. She's like, no, it doesn't. I'm like, yes, it does. I'm telling you, it looks just like you.
I look at you every day.
I know what you look like. All right, so let me see if I could find her here. Yep.
Google's slower than we need.
Yes, and I'm like, it looks just like you.
Darn. Wow, it really does.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. Like, I will show you like a high school picture of Jamie side by side. Like, it's
I've seen
spot
younger
on.
Pictures of Jamie.
Spot on.
It really does look
I'm
like
like, babe, it's spot on you.
James, sorry.
Right.
I got to go with Mike on this one.
I showed Lee, and she's like, oh, that does look like mom. I was like, I told you.
Yep.
You can deny it all you want. I mean, hey, it is what it is. Yeah, that was what was it? Like the chick, she was like
the prim and proper gymnastics girl.
Yeah. And then that was pretty
Not sure
good.
how we got here.
Talking about Bring It On. My first DVD I ever bought.
Did you ever rent a VCR?
I never, no, I didn't. No.
I did do it. $5.
Yeah.
Rent a VCR for the night.
Yeah. No, I never.
I'm that old.
I think I've rented a game system maybe.
Sure.
I feel like I've done that, but I don't.
rented a Nintendo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where was your place of choice?
Bendy's was where it was
Bendy's,
at.
yeah.
In Campbell, because that's where I grew up, So,
yeah. Don't they still have a spot over there? Like, not Bendy's, but don't they have a movie, like some kind of movie rental place?
Yeah, they still have a physical movie rental place over there.
Yep. Man, I miss them, man. Just going in.
I love Family Video. That was one of my favorites. I love that place.
I did too.
That was the last holdout.
When Malden, when we got ours here, we went there probably 3 or 4 days a week.
Right.
Like we went probably 4 years without cable.
Oh, wow.
With no cable, no internet, and we just did DVDs. Yeah. So I had a big DVD collection, but then we would go there. So we'd go, because they did what? Like if you had a membership, you could do like 5 movies for $5 or something crazy. So that's what we do. And kids' movies were free. So and just picking out candy. Oh, I missed it.
Did you have a Netflix account when you did the mail-in
yes.
DVDs?
Yep. Yeah, we started doing that. So we did Netflix for a while. And then I did GameFly for a little bit. So it was the same thing, but just with video games. So I did that for a little bit. But then I started just buying. especially when Hastings went out of business
Right.
in Poplar Bluff. I started buying up as many as I could, and I had a pretty good. And then we're big on like rewatching stuff, so we'll rewatch a show, rewatch
I know.
movies. So, if I had
One
50,
Tree Hill. Yeah.
oh, best show ever.
We're not on shows.
We're
on
not,
movies.
but that is the best show ever made. But yeah, so we'd rewatch, shows 4 or 5 times before we got kind of sick
Jennifer
of it.
makes fun of me all the time that I rewatch movies over and over again.
And I don't get,
I see if I watch a movie that I've watched 20 times, I guarantee you there will be something in that movie that I've either A, not caught before, or B, missed or forgotten.
yeah. Or you see, or now you're older and you haven't seen it in a while, so
Right.
you see a certain part differently.
Right.
Maybe there's a bad guy in the movie or the show, and you see a little bit more of their side
Right.
because you've matured, and you understand.
You get a little deeper into that.
Yes.
You do a little too much examination when you watch a movie.
Oh, I really like. Well, that's some of my favorite parts of watching a show or a movie, especially with Jamie. It's like a 30-minute episode will take us, an hour, because we'll stop and we'll talk about, stuff that's going on in the show. Because I get lost in these worlds. Like I
Right.
really do. Like probably an unhealthy amount, I can admit, but I really do. Like, especially when I like it, when I'm really, really invested in it, like I get lost in the shows or movie. So like
Again,
I start
probably
digging
comes
into
back to the lonely
right.
childhood thing.
Yeah, because and that's what it was, man. It was me up in my room, and I get home from school, do my homework, and that's it. Because I didn't have a computer until my senior year of high school.
Right.
We didn't have internet. I mean, that's all I had was video games and movies.
Well, we lived out in the country, so we had 3 channels.
Yeah,
So there wasn't really anything to watch. And that's on the weekends, all the people that I knew, they'd be out drinking and partying. I'd go rent movies and go back to the house. I didn't want no part of any of that.
yep. I remember after our senior prom, me and Jamie went back and watched the movie. That's what we did.
Yeah.
It's just always who I've been. I mean, when we were dating, that's what it would be. Hey, come over, or we'd go to a movie.
Right.
Like that was just.
I didn't have a senior prom.
I'm sorry, that's unfortunate. Oh,
I think we need a more sympathetic button.
all right. So now, with the way my brain works, is I want to throw you a senior prom now.
I'd rather you didn't. Can we not? Can you just not ever do that? As a matter of fact, don't even ever say that
Like,
again.
thinking that, all I could do is see you in a ruffled tux, a baby blue ruffled tux.
I look like Adam Sandler on The Wedding Singer.
Do you know what color I wore to my senior prom?
Baby blue.
Head to toe, pink.
Wow.
Head to toe,
That's
pink
gutsy.
hat,
Gutsy.
pink watch, pink suit,
Why?
pink tie, pink Chuck Taylors.
Why?
That's a true story.
Why? I'm not getting an answer to my question.
I like the color pink.
Just because Aerosmith said it was his favorite color?
That was my favorite. No, I didn't even think about it. I didn't put that together. No, I just like pink. So that's what,
And now it's dude looks like a lady with your skinny jeans.
Darn. Darn diddy darn darn.
Jeez Louise, how did this get turned into bash on Mike? Okay, so
I always look for opportunities.
Right, any kind of
Try to keep you
opening.
humble. I'm doing my part.
Jeez, humble is an
Do
understatement,
you
man.
ever have an answer to the question, what is your favorite movie?
That's what I was going to ask you. That's a good. Okay, let's
People
see.
ask me, and there's no way that I can narrow my favorite movie down to a movie.
Yeah, that's true because it depends. It depends on so many things. It
Yeah.
depends on like the time of year.
Yeah.
Like, 'cause I only like to watch certain movies certain times a year.
Yeah, I know. All of October is dedicated to the worst movie genre ever created.
Scary movies are amazing.
No, they're not.
Oh, come
They're
on,
terribly
man.
made. The plots are horrible.
They're
Low
corny.
budget.
They're corny is
They're
what they are. I
stupid.
love it. It's so good.
There's nothing good about it.
Man, I don't know. Because for a long time, I could say that. I guess like when the live action Transformers came out, like that was
Right.
my favorite movie.
That's really good.
The first Transformers was amazing. I thought they were awesome. Michael Bay and his trilogy was fantastic.
Yes, indeed.
But man, I don't know. That's tough. I mean, I can give you I probably can't even do a top 3.
Man, I'm telling you, and that movie I always tell you about, that Breaking the Rules.
Yeah.
So this movie was never even released on DVD. It was strictly a VHS. It's that old. But it's got Jason Bateman, C. Thomas Howell, Annie Potts, and Jonathan Silverman, maybe. Fantastic movie. Like Jason Bateman at his finest.
I don't know if I've ever seen it.
It is so good.
And I love Jason Bateman.
You should, if you ever find it, we'll watch it.
Yeah.
But you have to find it on VHS.
I know. I'm trying.
Yeah.
I think that's part of my VHS obsession that is now itched the back of my brain. Is just reminding me of when I was a kid, man.
Yeah.
Just, I mean, the sounds and the lines in the movie and all of that is just like nostalgic.
Yeah, it's like people and their LPs, with the white noise.
Yes.
That's what they remember.
Yep.
So that's what they want to redo.
Okay, so I'm not gonna go like my favorite movie, but I'm gonna go a movie I could watch and just never get tired of it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go with, which I've got a couple of those. It's like it just never gets old. Couples Retreat
Okay.
is one of them that I could watch just constantly. Grown Ups, that's one of them I could just watch
a fantastic
constantly.
movie, yeah.
Man, Transformers. It just keeps going back to that because I think they did such a good job at taking my childhood and put it in live action.
Bringing
I think
that
that's
to
what
life,
it was.
yeah.
Is why that one. And Shia LaBeouf was had an opportunity. He kind of went sideways there for a while. Had an opportunity to be one of the best actors to ever live.
For sure. Yeah, he did.
But
he was amazing.
I know, and last, I'll give you 4. So here's my 4th one: Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, yes. I'm right there with you.
Johnny
on that.
Depp is the GOAT.
Johnny Depp is phenomenal.
Yeah. All right. So what you got?
So movies that I could just watch over and over. I'm gonna stay with you on the Pirates of the Caribbean. That is a fantastic series.
Yeah.
Harry Potter.
Yeah.
I could watch those over and over again.
See, those I have to watch during like fall,
Really?
winter time.
Specifically fall movies.
Yep.
Yeah, I could watch them anytime. Hunger Games.
Those are good. Yeah.
One of my all-time favorite trilogy movies. Hitch.
Yeah, I forgot you have like a
Jennifer
obsession
makes
with
fun of me.
Hitch.
Yes, I have seen this movie probably 100 times,
Yeah.
and I laugh every time I watch it. It is such a good movie, and I'm gonna go ahead and take one more, and I had it in my head. Oh, the original Avengers movie, like it.
Okay,
was
yeah.
so good.
Yeah, and I think that for the same reason is it really took your childhood and like put like something that we never thought was going to happen was possible, and it's like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe I know that's how I felt during Endgame, where everybody came back and there's this huge battle with all these superheroes all together on screen. It's like, I cannot believe this is happening.
Right.
I remember sitting in the theater and like we had one of these super emotional, over dramatic girls like down our row that was like screaming and like hysterically crying.
Oh wow.
Like out loud. And it's just like, okay, like chill out. So I'm trying to focus on it because I'm just like sitting there like, I cannot believe this is happening.
Right.
Like in my life, I cannot believe they got all these heroes on one screen.
And then this chick is ruining it.
And this chick down here is like about to pass out. Like, oh my God. I mean, dude, it was bad. It was
Somebody
bad.
needs therapy.
Yeah, it was pretty rough.
So
hold up. So with your list, so you like series.
I do.
Okay,
and
so
that's
all of those.
That's my thing with TV shows, with movies, and with books. I love getting invested in characters.
Yeah.
So I'll listen to 50 books in a series. They're just phenomenal. I love getting invested in characters.
Yeah. I know you hate bad endings.
Oh gosh, dude, I can't. When they build up a movie all the way through it, and you're like, man, this is going to be an amazing ending, and then it's just like ends with no real. It's just like, why? I'll never get that 2 hours back.
So you don't like? I bet you don't like M. Night Shyamalan movies.
I hate.
He's got the worst endings.
Signs. I like Signs.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing with him is he's hit and miss. When he's on, he is on. When he's off, he is a million miles away.
Right.
Some of his endings are the worst. And it's like the whole movie, it's like, oh man, this is interesting, and it's keeping my attention. And then the end comes, and you're like,
yeah,
oh, that was horrible.
Signs and The Sixth Sense.
Sixth Sense, that was a good twist.
M. Night Shyamalan movies that I like.
And Donnie Wahlberg in The Sixth Sense is crazy good. You don't even realize it was him. I guarantee you.
Where at in The Sixth Sense?
I will show you after this. I'll have to show you like the scene.
Yeah.
Because you will not. You'll be like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe that was him.
Which I haven't seen that movie in years, but
Yeah, it's crazy.
I forgot the greatest movie trilogy of all time.
What we got? Alien.
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings. Yes.
How did I forget Lord of the Rings?
And that's another one I watched during fall.
Yeah.
I don't know what I think it's just the environment in Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings and like what's another fall movie that I like watching? I know we do One Tree Hill during the fall. I don't know what it is about that time of year,
Right.
but it's more kind of sentimental, time. And a lot of those movies I like watching during that because I originally watched them with like my family,
Right.
with either my sisters, my mom, my dad, or Jamie.
Right.
Man, I remember my sisters made me watch Harry Potter. Denise did. So like that was with her. I made Jamie sit through the Lord of the Rings. So that was pretty cool. And like seeing her ask questions and stuff
Right.
like that was really neat.
Jennifer's never.
No, never
Even
just sit down and
tried
watch
to-
it.
no.
Well,
We'll work on it.
yeah, well, it's fantastic. I try to get Lee. She's not having
And
it
that's
either.
so surprising
Yeah.
to me because that's right.
Right.
down
And
her
I
alley.
try to tell her that. I'm like, Lee, it is right up your alley. I promise
Yeah.
you will love it.
Yep.
And she's like sat down for 10 minutes, like, I'm confused. Like, it hasn't even started yet.
We're on the opening credits.
Right. Because they start off talking about, Sauron and all
Right.
this. And she's like, I don't get it. I'm like, no, nobody gets it at
Right.
this point in the
Have you
in the
tried
movie. It's
starting
like,
at The Hobbit and working your
no,
way up?
no. I mean, she just,
Won't
it's
do it,
tough.
huh?
No, it's tough. It's tough, man.
So now the flip side of the coin: overrated movies.
Oh, okay. The most overrated movies are anything with Brad Pitt in it.
I knew the man was going to come up. I knew it.
I'm just kidding, Brad. Come on, calm down.
Not sponsored by Brad Pitt.
Oh man, let's see. One that's overrated that's really popular. I think is man. I'm gonna have to think about that. That's a
Yeah.
good question. I'm gonna say, and this might be controversial because there's about 4 of them that I absolutely adore, but I think the Fast and Furious series is extremely overrated.
I 100% agree. They were good for the first 4.
Yep.
And then they just went off the rails.
I think that if it wasn't for overseas money, that series would have stopped a long time ago.
Yep.
But they keep making money in
Right.
overseas markets, so they just keep making. I mean, and they're just garbage at this point.
Yes, they are.
I cannot watch it, and
Yep.
and it's sad because almost every actor in them I really like,
yeah.
but it's like I cannot watch this. This is it's gotten so far away from what it was. But like 1, 2, we're gonna skip Tokyo Drift.
That's not a Fast and the Furious
Right.
movie.
It's one of Jamie's favorites.
It's crazy.
Like Too Fast, Too Furious was one of the best
It was
sequels
great.
ever.
Yep. Yes.
Man, there's so many.
There's so many.
Well, and
overrated movies.
we haven't even talked about Star Wars.
I'd rather not.
Easy Killer.
That's going to be controversial.
up there.
I am not a Star
dude,
Wars
so
fan.
fantastic.
They're okay.
And again, they've went off the rails. Like 4, 5, 6, fantastic, near perfection. 1, not great. 2, decent. 3, awesome. And then you have the new
The newer
trilogy
ones,
that
yeah.
is started out decent and then just went
That's the ones with
up
Kylo
in
Ren, right?
flames. Yes.
Yeah.
Great character.
Yeah.
Kylo Ren, great character.
Adam Driver, great actor.
Yes, he is. He is
really
awesome.
good.
Finn, great potential of a character that they just completely ruin. I hate when they build characters up and then do nothing with them.
Right.
It's like, oh yeah, you remember all that build to this guy? We're just not gonna do anything
Right.
at all. It became the butt of every joke.
One of the worst sequels, in my opinion. The original Sherlock Holmes with Robert Downey Jr. was really,
Yeah.
really good. And then the Shadows or whatever, Game of Shadows,
You didn't like really?
it was bad.
Oh, I loved it.
You're the reason.
I loved it. Well, it went along with the book pretty well.
Yeah,
That's what
I
I
didn't-
liked. That was one of my favorite books when Sherlock sacrifices himself to kill Moriarty. Moriarty.
It's a hard name to say. But I never read any of the Sherlock Holmes books, but
Yeah.
the movie was not good,
He
in
said
my
it-
opinion.
He used to have a bracelet with his address on it.
What would Sherlock do?
What would man? Oh, he's another one. Robert Downey Jr. is
Oh.
fantastic.
Yeah.
You know who I almost said? You know who I fell in love with? That's not right. You know who I've really like come to love his movies? Tom Cruise.
Yeah. He's got a bunch of good ones.
Dude is a boss.
Yeah.
And you know, a lot of his movies kind of came out right before I was of the age to actually get into movies.
Yeah.
And then, like, you know, I'd watch, you know,
Thanks for
a
that.
couple things like, sorry.
Appreciate that. He's one of my childhood icons. But, you know,
Oh, snap.
did you ever see Days
You're
of Thunder?
clear, Brooke. Yes. They're supposed to be making another one tonight.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, they're screwed up probably.
Not if he's involved.
That's true.
Oh, he'll put the love
Top Gun
into it.
Maverick
Y'all,
was
fantastic.
incredible.
Top Gun Maverick was better than the original.
Yeah, I'll give you
So
that.
good.
I will give you that.
It was so good, man.
It was.
And it's like you watch him in a movie and you just read anything about him, like during the making of the movie. Like he just loves his craft. He just loves what he does, and he just wants to entertain
He
the
does a
people
lot
that
of
come
his
and
own
watch him.
stunts.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
amazing.
He did one. I know the upcoming Mission Impossible, which I will be going to see. He does a stunt where he's on his bike and he rides off of a cliff and like skydives. Mm-hmm. That's him.
Seems like a horrible idea to me.
There's another one where he's attached to the side of a plane. That's him.
That's why I can't
It's
be an
crazy,
actor.
man. So like anything in the near future that he's in, I'm going to watch
Yeah,
because it's just fantastic.
he is good. Now he did a movie called Vanilla Sky.
Yeah,
It's
didn't.
not good.
See, I don't know. I can't remember because he's made so many, and it's so
Yeah.
different. Like everyone is
I
different.
didn't care for Jerry Maguire.
See,
That
I
was
like-
one of
yeah.
those. That was one of those kind of really popular
Yeah.
movies that I just did not like.
To me, that movie is like 4 different movies bundled into one. It's like, is it a romantic comedy? Is
Well,
it
yeah,
a
it's
sports
weird-
movie?
It's
Is
a
it
weird deal, but it's also ruined by the worst actress to ever.
Yeah,
grace
she's pretty
the
bad.
Screen. Renee
She's
Zellweger.
She's pretty bad. Yeah.
horrible actress, but not as bad as Kristen Stewart.
Brad Pitt. Oh,
Say Brad Pitt one more time.
yeah. I can't, Kristen Stewart.
Kristen Stewart's terrible
Dude.
in everything. And those Twilight movies were really good,
Yeah.
but she.
That's a topic that I will argue with people on is that the Twilight series was fantastic.
It was good. I really enjoyed
And
it.
like people will argue, I'm like, it is really good.
Well, it's because it started out as this teeny,
Yeah.
this teen drama. But that's what the Hunger Games was. Like when I
Yeah.
checked it out from the library, because what I did was I read all the books in like a weekend. I could
Yeah.
not put them down, but
Yeah.
they were in the teen fiction. That's what they were originally written for. But they really stuck to the books when they made the movies, and they were amazing.
Yeah, they're really, really good.
But Twilight was amazing as well.
That's another one I watched like during fall. Twilight.
Don't you work during the fall?
Yes, but I'm just saying, like these are like I have a very specific, set of movies that I watch during the fall. So
Like, boss, I can't make it in. Twilight, I mean, you understand.
I mean, that's what personal days are for.
I've got my doctor's note from Dr. What was it?
Yeah, oh
Dan.
yes, yeah.
I can't even remember Cullen.
The Cullens, yeah,
Yes.
Dr. Cullen, yeah.
Yeah, he's wrote me.
That's so fun. Dude, I freaked out when was it Alice had the premonition?
vision,
Yes,
yes.
I freaked out because I stopped reading the books after the movie came out. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch these
Right.
movies. And then that happened. I'm just like, oh
Yeah.
no, everybody's gone. It's like, oh, okay. And you don't think about it in the moment, like she could see ahead, and it's like, oh,
And see,
Oh, man.
that was the opposite for me with the Harry Potter movies.
yeah.
Like I watched the first movie, and the next movie wasn't coming out for a long time, and I want to know what was going on. So I read all the Harry Potter books after watching the first movie. So
Oh,
it was
yeah.
exactly the opposite for me.
See, and I would rather, and that's where you get to with a good book now is that it's probably gonna be turned into a movie, and I'd much rather watch the movie than read the
Right.
book. So if I like see a series and I start reading it, and I'm like, oh man, okay, I think they're gonna make a movie. I'll stop reading it because
Yeah,
I don't want it to ruin.
But then but there's that golden moment.
But
Are you done?
I'm
Porky
sorry.
Pig?
Go ahead.
There's that moment when you see a character that you've fallen in love with brought to life, and then they do it justice, like Hunger Games. It's like, wow,
Yeah, but
that's so cool.
then it could be the opposite
It
to where
could.
they don't do
It could
the
be,
justice,
yes.
and then I would rather just watch the movie and then be like, okay,
Yeah.
Because I like being surprised in movies. I don't want to know what's
Right.
coming. Because like that, in Twilight, if you read the book, it's like, I know what's happening.
Well, and then speaking of Tom Cruise, they he did the first Reacher movie.
Yeah.
I think he did a couple of them. Doesn't matter. But if you're a fan of the Reacher book series, they describe the guy as like 6'5",
Right.
280,
Yeah.
like the TV
and they
series.
and they completely change
Right.
it up. Yeah.
And it's like it doesn't fit.
Yeah. I know that was a big deal when Hunger Games came out. Rue being black.
Right.
Like that was for some reason, some
Some major
controversy.
ordeal. Yeah.
People were so mad. And it's like come on. Like,
Yeah.
It was so stupid. But yeah, I'd much rather like watch the movie. What was another? Oh, there was another one that was like that. It was oh my gosh, not Divergent. Immortal Instruments. Have you ever seen that?
no.
Which they only made one. I guess the one didn't do very well,
Right.
so they only made one. But there was like a book series. I'm like, I'm gonna wait. I want to
Never
wait and
heard
watch
of
the
it.
movie. It's really good.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Then why didn't they make the rest of it?
I don't know.
More importantly, why is your phone
It's going ham
going
sandwich right now.
crazy?
Did it go? That's funny. So what movie would you like to go back to theaters and watch all over?
Oh my
like
gosh.
not saying like all over again, but if you could watch it in theaters,
Right.
and
mine is weird. Imagine that. But I would like to see the Lethal Weapon series on big screen.
which one's your favorite out of those?
4
It's fantastic.
is the best
Yes.
one. 3 is good. 4 is the best.
They're supposed to be making another one.
I can't imagine how.
Yeah. Well, they're
Is Danny Glover still alive?
Yes, which they do. If they do it right, they could do it with older, with the older cops. Like Bad Boys did very, very well.
Yeah.
With how they did those, where it was the whole movie. They're still trying to do the things they did, but they make it a point to go, I can't do the things I used to do. And they bring in new characters without bad mouthing or overshining the old ones, and that's the way you do it. That's how that's how you do it. So I think they could do good at it.
Yeah, and that's another overrated movie series is The Expendables.
Yeah,
Just
Yeah.
the thought that this geriatric
all them could
group
come together.
I mean, come on.
Yeah,
Give me a break.
yeah. I loved them though.
You would.
Yeah, I did. I'm a sucker for a
Suspending reality.
dumb action movie. When it's a dumb action movie that knows it's a dumb action movie,
Yeah.
I'm all in.
I love the Van Damme movies back in the 80s and 90s.
I was not
No.
a Jean-Claude Van Damme fan
Yeah.
at all.
Did you ever see No Retreat, No Surrender? It was Van Damme's first movie in the U.S.
No.
It's really good, but it's,
I bet it's about karate.
Did you? How did you guess?
He is such he has such a huge range.
He's not an actor by any means, but is a dumb action star. He's better than Steven Seagal.
Just dumb movie. Period.
Now my phone's going off.
Who Dad really likes Seagal.
Yeah, not
Terrible.
A fan. Not a
Absolutely terrible. Jason Statham, absolutely terrible.
fan. I love Jason
Stop
Statham.
it.
The action
Stop
transporter
it.
movies.
Terrible.
Transporter movies are
He-
really good.
It's terrible. It's was it Liam Neeson?
I like Liam Neeson.
Terrible.
The first Taken was great. Taken 2 and 3 is like we're just going to redo Taken 1.
Just exactly the same
Just
premise.
different people.
Terrible.
Yeah, I like Liam Neeson though.
I liked him in Star Wars.
He was in Batman.
Yes,
The Dark
Batman
Knight.
Begins.
Batman Begins.
Yep.
Yep, he was really good in that.
Yeah, he was
Ra's al Ghul.
Ra's al Ghul. I was about to say Qui-Gon Jinn.
That's a different movie.
Yeah,
He was Qui-Gon Jinn.
Yeah.
We're mixing genres
Yeah,
and
yeah. So what is one actor you will see the movie just because they're in it no matter what? Because you know it's going to be good.
Brad Pitt. No, I'm kidding.
Wow, boy, you got the whole squad laughing.
It about 3 movies ago, it would have been Melissa McCarthy.
Stop it. I'm waiting for the punchline.
She's made some good movies. No. Gosh. Will Smith or Denzel Washington.
Okay, yeah.
Either one of those, if they're in it, it's a 98% chance it's going to be an amazing movie.
Which Will Smith he's fallen off of my radar with all the nonsense he's been doing. But as of the last few years, he's had some bangers. He's had some bangers, but no,
he's dealing with a lot of personal life stuff.
But Denzel, I've got 3 that I will watch.
Yeah,
almost like clock. If they're in it, I don't need to know what it's about. I'm going to watch it, and I'm probably going to watch it in theaters. Yeah. Denzel, Johnny Depp, Matthew McConaughey. I think Matthew McConaughey is the most underrated actor on the planet. I think he is in runs for top 3 best ever.
I will 100% agree with you.
He can do everything.
Yep. Did you ever see A Time to Kill? One of his earlier movies? Oh, so good.
He is fantastic. It's crazy how good he is.
Yeah.
And he just, which I know in like Hollywood circles, I guess he gets the but it seems like nobody ever talks about it. He's so good.
He is amazing.
So them 3, I'm
Johnny
definitely
Depp
watching.
is definitely on my list too.
He's just the GOAT.
You just introduced me to the Secret Window.
Secret Window.
Window. That was a really good movie.
Yep.
Weird.
That's definitely a weird movie, but it was that one's got a cool little twist to it.
Yeah. It's a pretty cool vibe.
Favorite female actress ever?
Julia Roberts.
She was so pretty.
Yes, her smile and her laugh was amazing. But yeah, I think she's made a bunch of good movies.
Yeah, she is. See, you go a little old school. So that
I generally do go in the older direction. Yeah,
kind of her heyday was a little bit before I can really.
They don't make good movies anymore.
You ain't lying. It's tough, man. It's tough just seeing anything anymore.
Who's yours?
Man, that's what I'm trying to really.
Melissa McCarthy.
Absolutely not. No. That is just absolute no. Man, one of them is Sandra Bullock is very good.
I forgot about Sandra Bullock.
She is very good. Is awesome. Almost everything she in. I think J-Lo is a very underrated actress.
I'll give you that. What was that movie she did where she was a abused wife? Enough. Oh,
fantastic.
Man, it was amazing.
And what I liked about that movie is like it was a woman beating up a full-grown man.
Yep.
And you believed it.
Yep.
Like that is how you do a strong female character.
She trained for it.
Oh, it's so good. And she outsmarted him, not just outmuscled him.
Right.
You know, because she used her attributes, she used her strengths, she used her brain, and she just outsmarted them and then, you know, did her thing. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah. She just had a movie on Netflix, The Mother. Have you
I don't think no.
It's really good.
Man, okay, so
Charlize Theron, another
but she hasn't done actress. You know who one of my favorite female actresses is Mia Jovovich.
Yeah, Fifth Element.
Yeah. She did the Resident Evil series. She did Fifth Element. She did He Got Game, I believe. She was in with Denzel. I'm almost positive. She's really good.
I just read not too long ago on the Book of Faces.
The Book of Faces.
That her part in Dazed and Confused was supposed to be way bigger.
Yeah.
But the guy that was playing her boyfriend was a huge jerk.
Sounds right.
So they had to cut his part, so her part got cut as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
She was good. She's pretty darn good. Have you ever seen Ultraviolet?
Yes.
The comic book movie. She was really good in that. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, Resident Evil, that's a heck of a series. I love that whole series, man. Yeah. Like if it's vampires or zombies,
I'm in.
And they do halfway decent, I really enjoy it.
Underworld.
Yes. Oh man, Kate Beckinsale.
Yeah.
That is a great series too. Yeah.
Yep.
That's another one. That's like I have a list of I know I'm weird. All right, we get it.
Imagine that.
Okay, so I have like a fall movie list, but I also have like a rainy day movie list.
You don't get nothing.
That is so true.
You get nothing done.
That is one of my.
If it's raining in the fall, you are screwed.
Yes. What do I do? Help me! Like that is one of my. Underworld is one of my. If it's raining outside and I'm at home, like that's the movie to watch.
Did you care for Van Helsing with Kate Beckinsale in it?
No,
because of the story or Hugh Jackman or what was?
I like Hugh Jackman, but he is overrated. I think
he's fairly one-dimensional.
He is. Yeah. He is.
He was really good in The Greatest Showman.
That is the best musical ever made.
Yep, and he is.
And he's good at that. Like he was good in Les Mis.
as Wolverine.
Les Mis. Okay.
If you ever bring that
He was
movie up,
good at Les
that
Mis.
is I still can't forgive you for the 3 hours that I will never.
You
get
didn't
back.
even watch it 3 hours. Stop it. You watched it for
I watched
45
half of
minutes.
it,
You did
and that was
not.
all it
You watched
took.
it for 45 minutes. Like, do they sing every line? Like, yeah, pretty much. I'm not going to
No, there
watch
ain't
it.
no pretty. They sung every line.
Anyway, he is Wolverine, though.
He is Wolverine.
That's an absolute.
He is Wolverine.
Yeah, X-Men's my favorite comic book series.
Did you watch the 90s cartoon?
Yes,
The animated series?
absolutely.
So good. It's on Disney Plus, I believe.
really.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
good. Still holds up.
It's pretty phenomenal.
Did you know, little insider knowledge of that?
Okay.
Insider knowledge, like I was there.
Well, I was going to write this
Right.
differently.
I thought
but-
about, they had actors from like different countries. So they had to like record voiceover in one place and mail it
Oh yeah.
to the other actors to
did
do
not
their
know that.
part. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, look at that.
Boom.
Learn something new every
Done.
day.
Boom. I had the DVD set, watching the deleted scenes and all that.
You're the only person I know that routinely watches the deleted scene.
Yeah,
all the
just like
special
behind
stuff on the DVDs.
Yeah, I would wear a Blu-ray out
Yeah.
watching like the extra bonus stuff.
I-
I'd watch deleted scenes, alternate endings.
I watched a lot of the deleted scenes and stuff, but like the making of and all that
Yeah.
stuff that you watch, no, I never did.
Have you ever watched like an alternate ending that was better than the original ending that they
Yes.
put on? Oh, it drives me nuts.
I Am Legend.
Yes,
Prime example.
That is one of the
Alternate
top
ending.
one. Which apparently now they're going to retcon and completely change the way it originally ended because he's going to be alive in the next one.
You can't do that. That's
They
not how
absolutely
that's
can.
not how reality works.
100% can, and it'll be something to where the bomb blew up and he
Yeah.
somehow makes it out. And
Did you watch the Will Smith movie? The Will
the
Smith
Wilson movie? I haven't seen that one.
Will Smith movie, Bright, on Netflix.
Yeah, yeah. Is that with
Where he's
the partner where
The Alien
yeah,
or something.
Yeah,
Or
Lee made me
Mutant
watch
or
that.
whatever. Wasn't great.
No.
Wasn't good at all.
No. Like, and it's I like
Don't forget the greatest 4th of July movie ever.
Independence Day.
Independence Day. Will
That
Smith.
is 4th of July. Yeah,
Yes.
that's one I could watch over and over and never get
Yeah.
tired of it.
Yeah.
And Jeff Goldblum is cool.
He is not cool.
He is
There's nothing
he is
cool
the
about Jeff
epitome of
Goldblum.
cool, man. He
See
is.
him in The Fly.
yes,
going
he's
way
so
back.
cool. He is so cool.
He was cool in Jurassic Park. Like,
Must go faster. Must go faster.
I mean, when you
Oh,
got
man.
a T-Rex chasing you and you're still cool,
Right.
you're cool.
Like, at what point is old dude just gonna let him hit on his girlfriend the entire film?
He's a scientist. What's he
Right.
gonna
Just
do?
like just sitting there next to him, just doing experiments with the water on her hand.
Yeah.
Like, you just gonna sit there, bro?
Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt is acting right now.
Yeah.
Like, he is the biggest actor on the planet right
And
now.
very vocal about God.
Yeah, he is awesome. Like, he's another one. If he's in it, it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
And I love like breakthrough movies that were never supposed to be as good as they
Right.
were. That Tomorrow War. Oh, fantastic,
Phenomenal.
fantastic.
Gave me a headache with the
Yeah.
time travel and stuff, but it
Yeah,
was
it's like,
so
wait,
good.
okay, so they're dead, and that's why they can go to the future. Yeah, it's like I would think that would mess up the timeline because
Right.
they'd get back and realize that they were and change stuff.
If you
but-
watch any time travel movie, you've got to just stop thinking because
Yeah.
if you can over-examine it till your head explodes.
yeah, because
Back
that's
to the
like
Futures.
yeah,
It's just
yeah, because it's like
there are
okay,
so
wait,
many plot holes in Back to the Future.
it's like so. Did he already go back?
Yeah.
And this already happened, and he's just playing it out the way it happened already, or is this the first time it's happened, or it's like deja vu? It's like, so he's already went back.
Right.
So what's the point in watching the movie? Like, he's already done this, so we
Right.
know he makes it out because he's already done it.
And how do you look at your child as Marty McFly and be like, you look like a guy from high school?
You know what? There was this guy that showed up randomly for a week
Don't know where he went.
and left.
he just
And apparently we just got amnesia and just completely forgot we could talk and they like talk every single detail about how they met and what song
Right,
was playing,
right.
but they don't remember this kid that looks
Right.
just like their kid.
matter of fact, this guy helped us get together.
Right,
Looks just
like,
like you. Wait a minute, where were you at,
interesting.
Lorraine, when
Yeah, right. Weird. Like, that's so weird. It's like Luke and Leia. It's like, why? George Lucas, why? Why would you, like, what are you doing?
Yet another reason not to watch Star Wars.
No, you bite your tongue, man. That's
going to be an we'll get hate mail.
yeah.
over that.
That's a that is the series of all.
Yep.
Which I'm hoping they kind of release the reins back to them because they went off the rails.
Yeah.
It's rough. I mean, everything, the shows, everything's rough now.
Yeah.
Which now Marvel's doing. Marvel's getting bad, man. It's just horrible films.
Yeah.
It's like they think they can smack anything on screen and
People will watch it because it's got
Nope.
Marvel on it.
Nope.
And that was the case for a couple movies, but now people are like,
Yeah,
no.
like I'm not going to waste my money. Yeah,
I
'cause you
haven't
go to,
watched a movie since the last Spider-Man movie that Marvel came out
and you haven't missed anything.
with. Right.
Doctor Strange, trash. Black Widow, nobody cares because she was dead. It's like, what's the point in bringing
You
this
just
out
ruined
now?
it for everybody. If they
She-
haven't seen it, now they can't watch it.
If you haven't seen what?
Whichever movie that is that happened.
The Endgame?
Yeah.
That 8-year-old movie? Spoiler alert. She don't make it.
Nobody likes Mike Simmons.
She don't make it.
Just for the record, that's Red Sox fan extreme.
Oh, you chill out, dude. You cannot do that. Oh,
Make
no.
sure you get hate mail.
That's
Doesn't
not
matter.
good.
You don't check it.
I do check it. Man.
We could have a 2-hour-long episode about
Yeah,
movies.
we're gonna do one on shows and then one on music later. At another time. There's
Don't go
good
chasing
bands and all that.
waterfalls. That's all I got to say.
Oh my gosh, TLC.
Left eye. Rest in peace.
All right, so as we get ready to close it down, one must see movie for any of our listeners. Like they have to see it, and of course it has to be one that kind of has flown under the radar, but they like just have to see it.
You go first because I know you got one in mind, or else you wouldn't ask the question.
No, I mean not really. I'm gonna say, I don't know, man. I'm gonna say one, and you're gonna be mad because it's one that you should be thinking of. But one of the under the radar movies that you introduced me to that I think people have to go see,
I know which one you're talking
Mr. Holland's Opus.
Such a good movie.
Fantastic.
Oh, Richard Dreyfuss.
It is so good.
Yeah.
Emotional.
Yes.
Very good. Very good movie.
Yeah. I'm going to go with one from your favorite actor, a little older, Legends of the Fall. I know you're not a Brad Pitt fan, but this is a fantastic historic piece of movie that is just, it's really, really well written. Stop dozing off when I'm talking about my favorite movies. My son is named after the Brad Pitt character in this movie. Legends of the Fall.
Which son?
Tristan.
Tristan, I sincerely apologize that you weren't named after a better piece of history. Maybe one day you can go out and make your own history because that movie is terrible.
Wow, boy, you got the whole squad laughing.
Brad Pitt. Most overrated actor ever.
That's not true.
He's just not good.
I disagree. 100% disagree. I think he's awesome.
Other than, oh crap, what was that movie?
That one.
The zombie.
World War Z.
World War Z. It's
Yeah.
a good movie.
That is a good movie.
Other than that,
That's the zombies that terrify me.
oh,
World
I'll
War
just
Z.
fall down. Well, it's been fun.
Like climbing on top of
Yeah,
each other.
yeah.
and,
No, I'm done. There's a video game that I was like, nope, I'm not playing that. I'm not playing that. Absolutely not.
I want
Terrifying.
Walking Dead zombies, not World War Z zombies.
Man, have you heard about oh my gosh, I cannot remember the name. Brand new movie. It's about oh crap, it's about trafficking, like human trafficking. It just came out and it's doing really good.
Sound of Freedom.
Sound of Freedom.
Yeah,
I heard
Tristan
it was
went and seen that.
Yeah, I heard it was awesome.
Friday night, Thursday night, Friday night, something like that.
Yeah.
I haven't asked him about it. I forgot.
Yeah, that's what I want to see. But I will be either Wednesday or Thursday. I will be watching Mission Impossible.
Yeah. Tyler and
No.
Olivia saw the Sound of Freedom. Said it was awesome.
Check out my Facebook. I will be putting my review up.
And any
Shortly after
spoilers
that.
that you need.
No, I will not put spoiler free. Spoiler free. What else you got? You got anything else?
No, this has been a good one, man.
Okay, last one. Sorry, last one.
Yeah, we're not done.
Best Christian movie ever.
Oh. It's either going to be Courageous or Facing the Giants.
Okay, mine, Jesus Revolution, hands down.
Okay, I forgot about Jesus. That was a really good one.
So good.
That was good.
Yeah.
I like that movie a lot.
Yep.
That's a must see.
Absolutely.
Hey guys, thanks for hanging out with us today. If you don't have a home church, come see us at Remnant in Malden, Missouri. Service times are 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. on Sunday. And do us a favor, man, go to your podcast platform. Give us a like, subscribe, and rate us, please. And share. God bless each and every one of you. Later.